Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great start to their weekend. It is Saturday, June 18th, 2022, and we are going to be looking into the future of things. Things are quite quiet right now in portions of much of the U.S. However, we are expecting a few storms across the United States today. Otherwise, not much going on. As always, be sure to click that subscribe button if you are new, and also like the video, turn on post notifications, and all of that good stuff. But right now, we are looking at the national forecast chart from the Weather Prediction Center. They have issued areas of severe weather possible in those yellow hatched areas. So over here in Florida, you guys are gonna be expecting some severe weather throughout today, and also all those green areas are going to be expecting general rain and thunderstorms. So some of those areas may see summer thunderstorms, some of them may just see general rainfall, and it'll mainly be scattered. Of course, we are going to still see rain continue throughout the Northeast, and we do have a new system that may bring some snow to the northwestern United States and also some rain to the north central plains. So we'll take a look at that. Tomorrow, rain just continues across much of the western half of the U.S., and we are seeing still those warm temperatures lingering across much of the eastern half of the U.S. And then as we head on to day 3, just more rain and it mainly quiet as we head through this weekend. We do have a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow up there in the northern central plains, including portions of Montana and North Dakota. Also, marginal risks just heading a little more south into Colorado. That's where you could see possible severe weather throughout tomorrow. We do have a tornado risk with this, a 2% risk of tornadoes, not a high one, but definitely it is there. We could see a couple tornado warnings possible tomorrow, and even a tornado. So there's that wind risk. You have a 15% chance here of 60-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow within those storms. And also for hail, it's going to be one of those main threats for possibly 2-inch plus sized hail and greater possible over there in the Hatch region, mainly in that 15% chance of that hail risk. Now, the watch warning advisory display, we are still seeing some very warm temperatures, even some excessive heat warnings out right now in the north central plains. Over there in Minnesota, we're seeing still a lot of those heat advisories for most of the central U.S., even down there into the south, where you are still seeing a lot of those heat warnings, heat advisories still ongoing. We have red flag warnings over here in the southwest, and we do in fact have that severe thunderstorm watch out right now with a severe thunderstorm warning in Montana. That's for today's severe weather up there. We haven't seen this is typically when that severe weather does go up there into Montana in like kind of mid and late June and those types of months. But let's take a look at these are hydraulic outlooks, so possibly some rain, again more rain just across the northwestern U.S. So most of the action is happening across the western half of the U.S., while we are seeing a little bit of a break in active weather across the eastern U.S., at least for this weekend. We did have a disturbance a few days ago that did show up in the central U.S. in the Central America area that has diminished. As you can see, no tropical cyclones are expected during the next 5 days, according to the National Hurricane Center for the Atlantic. Let's go over to the Eastern Pacific. It's quite active right now in the Eastern Pacific. We did have hurricane blast that is now a tropical storm blast, and we even have we had a tropical storm Celia, which that is now a tropical depression, looks to be making landfall soon into portions of Central America, and that might not even make landfall like I was guessing. That looks to be going out and even making it back into a tropical storm by around 1 a.m. Tuesday, according to the National Hurricane Center. Quite an interesting storm. As you can see, it came very close to the land. We can even look at and then as you can see, this is post-hurricane blast. It is still expected to handle that tropical storm strength, and then it should be going into a post-tropical depression by around 12 p.m. Monday. So it won't be lasting for long. It shouldn't impact pretty much anywhere. It is impacting some islands out here. Don't know the name of these, but this is just off the coast here of Mexico. So some of those islands, those very small islands, could see those tropical storm force winds right now. As we're speaking. Now, we are looking at geopotential height. We don't take a look at this much, mainly because there's such active weather that happened throughout the last few months here. but we're gonna look at it now since weather is kind of quiet, and this is how we can tell for any future systems coming throughout the United States or pretty much anywhere with this model. This is the GFS model right now. As you can see, we are seeing a massive ridge bringing a lot quieter weather throughout most of these areas here in the central US. You are still seeing some rainfall over here from this last system, which did bring that severe weather a couple days ago across these types of areas here. We are seeing a new system, but because of this ridge, as you can see, it's such high up. It goes even up here into northern Canada. That's how big the ridge is. It is pretty much going to bring this out into Canada and pretty much bring not much to the US severe weather wise. So as you can see, we play this here, and that ridge just pretty much stays over there with some more heat expected across the southern United States. As you can see, that breaks up the system very fast, and they call this kind of a death ridge because it kind of just ruins systems as they go over these areas. As you can see, we go throughout the rest of June here, and we're really not seeing many systems pull out here. Not really many strong systems. We're seeing possibly a hurricane over here, down here entering Mexico as you reach around June 25th. That's about the only system I'm seeing right now. That is concerning, of course. We have that system that we need to watch, which is not going to bring much, mainly rainfall, to much of the northwestern United States. It's bringing, again, severe weather tomorrow, but really not anything significant that I'm seeing right now. So probably a quiet pattern ahead for the next week or so until we get more information on any new systems like coming throughout the United States as of right now. And then if we go even further into the 300-hour range, we pretty much have no clue of any systems that will go through. Pretty much I stop at the half mark here of the GFS run, just because the rest is nonsense according to the GFS model. So if you did enjoy the video, again, a quiet pattern might be ahead for the next week or so until we get back into the hang of things severe weather wise, especially for the central and midwestern United States. But again, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're nearing that 20,000 mark. Share this video with any friends or family that may like this type of content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.